I brought Degeneration X back to the WWE as well as their friends. X-Pac, the New Age Outlaws, and China! Hey. The first pay-per-view is Backlash, where we only have a few matches. Shawn Michaels, coming out of retirement once again, takes on Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. And Shawn put the chaps back on, but those chaps weren't enough, as he gets buckle bombed in the corner and curb stomped. Seth Rollins retains the championship as the co-leader of DX takes an L. But the main event is a dream match of sorts. Rhea Ripley, the Women's World Champion, defends against China. And despite China proving that she still has it as an alpha, the true alpha of this match is Rhea Ripley, as she obliterates her with a German suplex and pins her for the win. Once again, Mommy is on top. China is a bottom.
What?
Our next pay-per-view is Night of Champions. The first match of the night is the Ultimate Battle of Mid. Logan Paul defends the United States Championship against X-Pac. Yep, X-Pac actually got the X Factor in. Logan Paul would kick out of the X Factor, and after 5 more minutes of fighting, Logan Paul would hit a frog splash on the X-Pac to retain the United States Championship. The main event of Night of Champions, Triple H, after Shawn Michaels failing to win a world title, is now getting his world championship match for the undisputed title against the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns and Triple H go to the outside. Roman Reigns locks on a guillotine chokehold, runs back in the ring, and wins a countout against Triple H. Yep, a pay-per-view ending with a freaking countout. But I guess all that matters is that the Tribal Chief is still on top, even though I'm pissed off and I'm gonna make sure he regrets it. Because we don't allow count-out wins. That's for sissies. With all these losses mounting up, it's time for the tag teams to take the spotlight. The New Age Outlaws at Money in the Bank challenge for the tag titles against the Judgment Day. And to the shock of me, the New Age Outlaws win the tag titles. Road Dogg hits the pump handle slam on the Finn Balor for a 3. So the New Age Outlaws take it home for DX, winning their first batch of gold. But the main event is a Money in the Bank ladder match with DX all over it. You got Shawn Michaels, co-leader of DX, X-Pac, Six, isn't this cheating? Who knows? And China! She's finally back to fighting the men like she requested. Now, how did DX get in this match? Well, we don't talk about that. None of these people know how to climb a ladder. They don't know how to set up a ladder and climb it. The only objective they have to do. And the only time that they do, X-Pac becomes like... X-Pac goes for it, and he starts floating in midair, looking like he has it, and then he just falls down. So anyways, after 30 minutes of trying, I just decided to say, screw it, and I simulated the result. And after an exhilarating simulation of a match, Cody Rhodes ends up winning Money in the Bank and is looking to finish his story. For real this time, he's gonna do it. We arrive at SummerSlam, where the New Age Outlaws have to defend their titles against the prettiest team in WWE, Pretty Deadly. And to the shock of me, once again, the boys actually do it. Yes, boys, Pretty Deadly defeat the New Age Outlaws and win the Tag Team Championships after Elton Prince hits a codebreaker for the win. Main event, Triple H is getting a rematch for the Undisputed Championship against Bobby Lashley? Huh. Yeah, apparently after Night of Champions, management decided to strip Roman Reigns of his championship for being a big wuss. So they gave it to Bobby Lashley instead because he's the almighty. And yeah, that's how we got this match. Triple H hits a big spine buster on a Bobby Lashley and pins him for the 3. Triple H wins the Undisputed Championship. DX have finally countered a World Championship. However, after the match, Roman Reigns returns and takes out Triple H, saying that he wants his title back that was ripped away from him. At Payback, the New Age Outlaws are getting their rematch for the tag titles against Pretty Deadly in a very unpretty match, an Extreme Rules match. The New Age Outlaws are able to get the titles back after Road Dogg hits the pump handle and Billy Ass hits the ass slam. And the New Age Outlaws are champions once again. Sorry, Pretty Deadly, I love you though. In the main event, Triple H versus Roman Reigns for the Undisputed title with Shawn Michaels as the special guest referee. The amount of ego in this match is unreal, and the amount of political bullcrap as well. Triple H and Shawn Michaels teaming up to make sure that Roman has no chance in hell. The first thing that Shawn Michaels does is ejects Paul Heyman out of the match immediately to show who truly is in charge of this place. However, during the match, Shawn Michaels acts a little bit funky, per se. Kind of slow counting, missing a rope break call, slow counting again, and this ends when... And the fix comes in when Triple H hits another pedigree onto Roman Reigns, but Shawn Michaels slow counts him to oblivion, and Triple H can't believe it. Roman Reigns then hits a spear, and Shawn Michaels fast counts Triple H. Roman Reigns retains the Undisputed Championship thanks to Shawn Michaels turning on Degeneration X. An absolute betrayal of epic proportions. Absolutely despicable behavior by Shawn Michaels. Backstage, we see Chyna taking out the Road Dogg, and X-Pac taking out Billy Ass. DX is completely imploded, and it ends with Shawn Michaels hitting one more sweet chin music onto Triple H, thus splitting DX in half. The Raw after Payback, Shawn Michaels comes out to explain his actions. He says it's quite simple, really. DX, under co-ownership, was not doing so hot, and Triple H being the one to win the World Championship after he was given an opportunity didn't sit right with Shawn Michaels. So him, Chyna, and X-Pac decided to split away from the main group and make their own DX of sorts. And at Fastlane, Chyna and X-Pac are going to get title shots, and it's going to prove to Triple H that Shawn Michaels was the better leader of DX. At Fastlane, we have our first match. X-Pac challenging the Intercontinental Champion, The Miz. And after The Miz brags about his balls being bigger than watermelons, X-Pac hits the X Factor and actually pins The Miz for the 3. X-Pac actually wins a championship? Are you kidding me? And all because The Miz was bragging about his ball size, even though they're probably like, guarantee The Miz has the ball size of like a raisin. But hey, that's just a theory. A game theory. In the main event of Fastlane, Chyna challenges the United States Champion Karrion Kross. And after Chyna hits a massive powerbomb onto Karrion Kross, she pins him for the 3. Chyna becomes the United States Champion, proving that Shawn Michaels might have actually been right about his DX being better than Triple H's. As now that X-Pac and Chyna were split away, they actually won gold. Of course, this upset Triple H and his massive ego. So both him and Shawn are having an ego off in the ring to see whose ego is stronger, which then leads to a Survivor Series War Games match. The Booker of WWE versus the Booker of NXT. Shawn Michaels, X-Pac, and Chyna take on the team of Triple H and the New Age Outlaws. And after a hellacious War Games match, Road Dogg hits the pump handle slam, while Mr. Ass is taking care of X-Pac and Chyna is getting worked over on by Triple H. And Road Dogg pins Shawn Michaels for the 3, so Triple H and the New Age Outlaws defeat their former partners in crime. What does this prove exactly? Well, I guess the fact that Triple H is always on top. And that Shawn Michaels was always a bottom. Now we fast forward to the Royal Rumble. Yeah, no day one, none of that shit. Where Triple H is challenging for the championship again? When the hell did he lose it? Apparently he lost it to Bray Wyatt. I don't know when, but yeah. And Triple H does what he does best. Burying people. He hits a pedigree on the outside, picks him up, throws Bray back in the ring, and just pins him for the 3. And probably one of the saddest things I've seen since like the Booker T thing. Bray Wyatt just gets buried by Triple H. That hurts my soul, to be honest to say. That really hurts my soul. But enough of that stuff. It's time for the main event. The Royal Rumble. Triple H, the Undisputed Champion, decides to enter himself in the Royal Rumble at number 1. I guess that's the good benefit, is that the freaking guy who's the champion gets eliminated because he's number 1. Thank God, because what are we going to have? Triple H versus Triple H at WrestleMania? Oh, that's his dream match right there. That's Triple H's dream match. But regardless, the final 2 actually end up being Shawn Michaels and Bray Wyatt. Shawn Michaels, who's lost all of his hair, and Bray Wyatt, who's ready to get revenge after jobbing out to Triple H. But in the end, it's Shawn Michaels who ends up besting Bray Wyatt. and winning the Royal Rumble. And in the main event of WrestleMania, Triple H and Shawn Michaels are going to settle their score once and for all. Oh, what's that? Are you a young talent trying to main event WrestleMania? Well, too bad, because we got a 50-year-old Triple H and a 50-year-old Shawn Michaels doing so. Before WrestleMania, we have one more pay-per-view, Elimination Chamber. China, the United States champion, defends against X-Pac, who's not the champion anymore. Good. Veer Mahan, Mankind, Bad Bunny, and that big piece of shit Andre the Giant who keeps showing up in my freaking videos. The final three end up being X-Pac, China, and of course Andre the Giant. China eliminates X-Pac after hitting a pedigree, and it comes down to China and Andre. And to my disappointment, Andre the Giant is able to overcome China and pin her for the 3, and Andre the freaking Giant comes back in one of my videos and wins a championship, because of course he does. He's the 8th wonder of the world and the largest athlete to ever exist. So, good job, Andre. You did it again, brother. But with all that, it's time to move to WrestleMania. The opening match of the show is Bray Wyatt and Bray Wyatt, Muscle Man and Firefly, take on the Brothers of Destruction, Judgment Day, and the New Age Outlaws for the Undisputed Tag Titles. Then I look at the match card and go like, a ladder match, huh? Well, looks like we're going to simulate this one because they don't know how to climb ladders. And after a great simulation, the New Age Outlaws retain their championships, thus ending WrestleMania with the titles. Our second match is for the US title. Andre the Giant, the 8th wonder of the world, takes on the 9th wonder of the world in a Hell in a Cell match. These two fight to the outside, and just like every Hell in a Cell in this game, they climb the cage and end up fighting on there for a good old 10-15 minutes. One of these people is going to go to hell, and unfortunately it's China. Andre the Giant power slams China through the cell, breaking it and pinning her for the 3. The 8th wonder of the world, proving why he is the true giant of wrestling. And China, well, you know what? I'll give her credit. She actually won against Andre and won a title, so good on you, China. The main event for the Undisputed Universal Championship. It's the battle of two old men who have a lot of power in this company. Triple H, the champion, defends against the Rumble winner Shawn Michaels, former best friend, now turned foe, in a match that people would probably want to cry if this happened in 2024. But it could. And after a WrestleMania classic, or at least one that these two could put on at their age, Shawn Michaels hits one last sweet chin music for the 3. Shawn Michaels wins the World Heavyweight Championship, avenging his War Games loss. And what a journey for Shawn Michaels. He splits away from DX after screwing Triple H, loses the War Games match, comes back at the Rumble, and wins the World Championship. A poetic ending for Shawn Michaels, and Triple H, well, Triple H got way too many title opportunities in this video, and hopefully you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care.